Niall McGrath here with the California kid at Urijah Faber at UFC Open Workout Day. Urijah, obviously, we spoke off air there a second ago. You told me that you possibly were offered this fight. There was a number of you guys offered this fight before the announcement that Chad was to get the fight.
You know, I think what happened is the UFC called all the candidates and said, hey, will you step in? And from what I understand, Frankie Edgar said yes, I said yes, Chad said yes. The fact that they stripped Aldo of the title and made it for an interim title, you know, obviously put Chad Mendes and Frankie Edgar in the forefront. There's also talks of Nick Diaz out there. I think that was probably Conor's idea, you know, which would, you know, be a wise business move on his part. But, you know, I think everybody was ready to step in.
And what do you make of Jose pulling out of the fight? Now, that's the 5th fight in the US soil that he's pulled out of. Do you know, did the UFC need to, you know, sanction this a little bit better? Maybe was it the right thing to do to strip him of the title?
You know, I didn't even realize that he'd pulled out of 5 fights before until that was put out there. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Do I know that this is a very, very tough sport? Yes. Have I fought with some injuries before? Yes. But the severity of the injury, I mean, there's being hurt, there's being injured. It sounds like he's hurt. Jose Aldo's a champion. He's a guy that, you know, is a top level competitor and takes this very seriously. So I imagine if he could have fought, he would have.
And when did Chad learn out it was him? You know, he was going to be one that was going to get the shot.
Well, they mentioned it to everybody 3 weeks out, and then and it was about a week in that they made it official with Chad. And you know, Conor probably accepted the fight. Aldo probably said he wasn't going to fight, and all those things fell into place. And Chad was just ready.
And how does that work for you? Obviously, you know, you're going to be a little bit frustrated that you didn't get the nod instead of Chad. Does, you know, is there any animosity between you and Chad in
Oh no, I mean, it's not to be honest, it's not the best case scenario for me to go in on a 3-week notice and fight a guy like Conor. I mean, Conor's a big freaking guy. I think they said he's 27 pounds overweight. I don't know if that's just Chael embellishing, but you know, if he's 27 pounds overweight, that's 10 pounds heavier than I've ever been my whole life. And it's a week before the fight, so he's a dangerous guy. You know, the only advantage, he's bigger, he's younger, he's a very talented guy. The only thing I have going for me is I'm better than he is, and that's the one thing. So, you know, and that carries a lot when it comes to mixed martial arts.
Looking at this fight, obviously, you know, we've got Chad, who's, you know, very accomplished wrestler. We've Conor, you know, his stand-up's very good. Chad's stand-up is very good as well. He's seen vast improvements over the last couple of years. Is it about Chad to make a point of the wrestling in this fight that he's spoken about in the past in relation to Conor McGregor? Is he going to go out and use that wrestling to dominate this fight?
I think it would be, you know, dumb not to at least threaten with some takedowns, and I feel like, you know, I don't know if Conor's ever faced anyone that can wrestle like Chad. I know that he has Gunnar Nelson as a training partner. A lot of people don't know, but Gunnar and I actually lived together for a week and a half in Hawaii before he was in the UFC, and he was just a young guy. And I know that his grappling was pretty good, but it's not like Chad Mendes' grappling. And so the threat is this amazing grappling that Chad has on top of knockout power and being a stellar athlete, just like Conor. Conor's a great athlete as well.
Do you think the range is going to be, you know, is there anything you guys have done? Because people, you know, Conor is a rangy, long featherweight. How important is the range going to be in this fight? What have you guys done to sort of counteract that?
Yeah, range is going to be huge, and I mean, that's a big advantage for Conor if he's able to keep it. The way Chad's prepared for that is he's been the same size since he hit puberty. So, you know, it's nothing new to him. It's not like he hasn't fought rangy guys before. We got a 35-pounder on our team that's an inch taller than Conor McGregor, who's undefeated, who's a kickboxing stud, who's a jiu-jitsu stud. That's Chris Holdsworth.
Of course, Chris is a great fighter,
We got guys, Mike Malott from Canada, Proper Mike we call him, and he's a big, tall 45-pounder that's a kickboxer. So this is it's not all of a sudden Chad got short arms and was only 5'6". He's been that way his whole life. He's like the Mike Tyson of the weight class. You know, fiery, explosive punches.
And for yourself, you know, what's next for you? Obviously, looking at this division, the 145-pound division. You've talked about, to me last, I think it was Stockholm, we did chat about it and on the podcast as well, about possibly wanting to, you know, meeting Conor down the line. Is that something you're still interested in?
Yeah, you know.
The money fights?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm a 35-pounder.
Yeah.
I've also been a 45-pounder.
Of course.
I've had success at both weight classes. But this is a sport where, you know, you want to be in the limelight. You want to have the big fights. You want to challenge yourself. And so I'm always looking for those opportunities at any weight. That fight comes up, I take that 100%.
And looking at the weekend, obviously there's going to be, we just chatted about it a moment ago as well, there's going to be a huge Irish crowd here. I think they've been arriving in their droves again last night. You know, for Chad, do you think that's going to play into the equation, psychological warfare in this fight?
I don't think so. I think that's where Conor hasn't faced guys like Chad Mendes before.
Yeah.
Chad's been competing as a high-level athlete since he was 5 and 6 years old. You got the guys that run their gums. You got the kid that hit puberty way before everyone else. You got the kid whose mom let him have a tattoo on his neck when he's like 13. You got the kid that's a former champion that you end up beating. I mean, there's every scenario in the book that we've experienced as competitors since we're little kids. Conor McGregor is not scary to Chad Mendes at all.
Let's look at it then, the fight on Saturday night. You know, what's your prediction? How do you see the fight ending and going down on Saturday night?
You know, I think it's going to be a very good fight. It's going to be, the first round is going to tell a lot. I think Conor's biggest thing is his range, and he's got a lot of power as a big striker. And Chad has to be elusive and be the guy that lands his punches without getting caught clean himself. Look for takedowns, or at least threaten takedowns, and see what happens from there. But for Conor, the question is, will he be able to hold the pace of a high-level athlete like Chad with the same skill set that Chad has, and he will be able to use his range effectively on a guy that's durable and skilled just as like he is. And I don't think he can, and that's what we're going to find out.
And what's next for you? Any fights in the pipeline? Anyone you want to test your skills against?
I've got a meeting with Lorenzo and Dana today, and we've been talking about a couple different things.
Cool.
I've got some other opportunities that are pretty big, and so I'm kind of jockeying around those things right now. But I'll take any of these big fights.
And you're busy.
This fight with Conor and Chad may kind of determine who I fight next.
Okay. What, as in Chad, or if Chad was to win, would you bang with Chad? No.
I've fought that guy before.
So you would again, no problem.
No,
you wouldn't. Okay. Okay, Roy. Obviously, your brand as well, Torque. What's the situation there? You're going to expand. Obviously, you guys can't. With the Reebok deal, you can't be in the UFC now. How's that going to go for you? You're going to keep plugging away?
Well, our brand is a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
It doesn't. This brand doesn't scream MMA. It's pretty subtle. And we have our roots in mixed martial arts, where I'm from, and I'm one of the founders of the company. But we also have a big outreach outside of MMA. So we want to continue to have our base as an MMA brand, but touch all different realms of the sports arena. We got BMX, skateboarder, surf guys. And, we're sponsoring hopefully Jason Ellis's show again, which is a lot of fun. And, just thinking outside the box, man. This is business.
Yeah, of course. Pleasure as always, my friends.
My pleasure. Ireland. Love you guys.